What's up guys, Corvus95 here, and welcome to my Little Cup team review for the week of Sunday the 7th of February. So first up we have the star of the show, Vulpix, Choice Scarf, Drought, Flamethrower, Energy Ball, Extra Sensory and Dark Pulse with what I believe is max speed. So yeah, Vulpix hits very hard with Flamethrower in the sun. Energy Ball hasn't been as good. It didn't one shot as many water types as I wanted it to. So that was a bit annoying. Extra Sensory came in handy very early on. I seem to face a lot of fighting types early on where I could use fighting or poison types early on, where Extra Sensory came in very handy. But later on, they all seemed to disappear for some reason. And Dark Pulse was probably my second best move on that set because of the prevalence of Ghastly. Abra also got took down by a Dark Pulse, I believe. So yeah, Vulpix star of the team, but I kind of built the team around her. Right, next up we have Chinchou. Choice specs: Water Absorb, Discharge, Scald, Dazzling Gleam, Ice Beam. No speed investment. So there's two changes I'd make to Chinchou if I redid the team. Don't run Choice specs, run Expert Belt, because you hit enough things super effective with that move pool. And run some speed investment, because a lot of things outspeed Chinchou with its with its 13 speed, yeah. A lot of things outspeed. So they would be my suggestions for what to run if I was going to change this around. I think Water Absorb is the better option over Volt Absorb based on this team, because it helps out Vulpix and Diglett, whereas Volt Absorb wouldn't help anyone out. So yeah, that's Chinchou. Next up, Mienfoo. Mienfoo has been not quite as good as it was made out to me that it was. So Mienfoo, I believe, is one of the higher viability Little Cup Pokemon. And whilst it did do well, it didn't do amazingly. It might be that lots of people know how to deal with it because it is so viable. Also doesn't help that it didn't have the nature that I changed that to didn't stick for some reason. You were supposed to be adamant. Where is adamant? There it is. Yeah. So I don't know if that was like that for the actual battles or not, but I definitely changed it. Right. Regenerator came in quite handy. Restores 1/3 of maximum HP. Drain Punch. Yeah. Drain Punch was handy. Knockoff. The problem was that Mienfoo doesn't really outspeed anything that can be hit with knockoff with that 16 speed, because I believe all the Ghastlies and Abras and things like that, their speed reaches a higher level in Mienfoo, and they can hit me very hard with like a Psychic or even just like a Shadow Ball from Ghastly. U-turn was probably my most used move on Mienfoo, and yeah, it did come in handy, although the fact that it doesn't one-shot most dark types is kind of a drag. And then Poison Jab, I don't know if I used Poison Jab. I tried to use it on a Snowball, I believe, but it one-shot me with Play Rough because it was outspeeding from Sticky Web in those final two battles. Next up, Diglett, Focus Sash, Arena Trap, Earthquake, Sucker Punch, Rock Slide, Aerial Ace, Max Speed. So yeah, Diglett's pretty neat. Does the same job that Dugtrio does in like UU, possibly lower tiers. Not sure where Dugtrio exactly falls in the tiering system. But Diglett's, it's not great because I never felt confident switching it in. I felt like I needed the focus sash to be intact. So I never felt I could switch in and then KO my opponent and switch out again. Which was what I wanted to kind of do, and it never came to fruition. Because I don't know, Diglett's really fast, 20 speed's really fast. But I always felt that my opponent would have something faster, and I'm not sure why. I didn't have that worry about any of my other Pokemon, but I think it's just because how frail Diglett is. It basically goes down to Sash every hit. So, and if they have any priority, it means Diglett's pretty much useless. Next up we have Snivy, Leaf Storm knockoff, Giga Drain, Glare with Contrary and Eviolite. Run more speed investment. You need to run more speed investment if you're going to try and use it as a sweeper. You can't just run 36. You won't. There's very few things you'll actually outspeed that people seem to use. Knockoff was okay. I'd probably prefer it if it could learn Dark Pulse and run that. Maybe run... Can it learn Dragon Pulse? It can't learn Dragon Pulse. So yeah, I'm not sure what else I would run on Snivy. Maybe a Hidden Power. And Glare, I don't believe I actually used. So maybe I should have used maybe Synthesis, something like that. I could have tried to set up with Coil. Even though the attack wouldn't have come in handy, the defense and accuracy may have. Could have used Calm Mind. I think a bulky setup Sweeper Snivy may be better. If you get rid of Glare, put Calm Mind on. Maybe even get rid of the Giga Drain and put Synthesis on, but I think getting damage off is a lot more important in Lil Cup than it is in the other tiers where you can try and set up and just use like Recover and Synthesis. Unless you're extremely bulky in this tier, you can't really do that. Talking about extremely bulky, in comes Porygon. So Porygon was very bulky in the sense that it can basically take 2 hits from everything that I seem to face, apart from fighting types obviously. But Foul Play came in handy a few times, where against the Bunnelby in the final match I believe it was, because it one-shots basically anything with a high attack stat. Tri-Attack I think got a burn once, which was nice. And I'm pretty sure it was on a physical attacker as well. So it came in very handy. It was against the thing that was using Rock Smash. So we also have Recover, as I was mentioning, only the bulkiest of mons can set up with Recover. Trace maybe 1 or 2 good abilities, but not on the whole that amazing. Analytic may have came in more handy because I didn't outspeed very often. Although with Thunder Wave, I often eventually did. But lots of people had ground types and would often switch them in, seeing the Thunder Wave coming. So I didn't get much use out of it. And yeah, on the whole, I'm pretty happy with the team. As I said, change up Chinchu a bit. Maybe change out Mienfoo for another fighting type. Diglett, I think I'd still keep it despite the frailty of it. Snivy, add more speed to it. Maybe change Glare up for something. Porygon, I think I'm pretty happy with the Pokemon as a whole. Perhaps run Toxic over Thunder Wave if you want that extra damage off instead of the paralyze. And Vulpix I wouldn't really change. I'm very happy with Vulpix. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you've enjoyed, drop a like on the video, comment down below what team you use in Little Cup, if you do Little Cup battles anyway, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more from me, Corvus95. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.